to the channel once more. I took yesterday off due to, well, normal football being on mainly. So I didn't really put a video out for this. I was planning on doing it before, but then I realized there were some pretty good games out, so I decided to watch those instead. I apologize. But we are back with the Madden 17 Bears Connected franchise. In case you guys have missed pretty much all of the rebuild and you decide to watch this first for whatever reason, allow me to show you some of the situations that are going on around here. So our quarterback obviously is Mr. Mitch Trubisky. We have Jacoby Brissett as our backup and Kevin Hogan as our third string. Halfback, we have Jeremy Langford, who is still out for a couple weeks, and we have Ryan Matthews as backup as well as Duke Johnson. Pretty good players. Wide receiver wise, we are down to just 5 once more. We might be getting rid of maybe one of our halfbacks possibly once our starter gets, not injured. Travis Kelce's injured, which leaves us with these two. I might try to trade for a different tight end depending on what's in the trade block. Left tackle, we're good. Left guard, we're good. Center, we're good. Right guard, we're good. Right tackle, we are good. He is currently on the injured reserve. I already have the other left tackle shifted to this position, though. The other left tackle... No, actually, Joe Thomas will likely be traded at the end of the season if we win a Super Bowl, and even if we don't, because he will start regressing soon. Our defense has stayed relatively the same. I haven't really done a lot to the defense. I don't even think I really traded for many people here. Maybe some corners. I, of course, traded for a free safety, and I might try to trade for a strong safety after this. Justin Tucker obviously was a trade as well, but he's a normal trade for us. So let's look at the injury report for us and the Lions before we start this week. We obviously have Jeremy Langford out. Marshall Yonda has been out the entire year, and then Travis Kelce will be out. They will both be back by week 17. Which, as of now, I'm only planning on doing the next 2 weeks, but I might go ahead and just finish off the season in this episode. And they're only missing my middle linebacker, something Davis. So, I'd say we have a pretty good chance of possibly winning this game. If you guys missed the last episode, we demolished one team, but barely beat the Bengals. Here's our schedule so far. We've only had a couple of close games. 1, 2... 3, 4. We've only had really 5 out of 4. 5 out of, I think, what is it? 5 out of 13 games to be close, and only one of those we ended up losing on a last-second field goal block for a touchdown by Green Bay. So here we are. We're going into into Ford Field to face off against the Lions. The first week of this episode, and then we'll be facing the Browns in the second game. If we don't do well this week, actually, did I upgrade? Yeah, I already upgraded Brissett. So yeah, Jeremy Langford's out, so Ryan Matthews will start with the carries, and Duke Johnson will come in relief of him when we need him to. But obviously, we'll skip the training because we automatically get, every player gets a certain amount of XP by doing that. And obviously, I only play offense, which is why most of the time I can do 2 episodes because my offense is really good and we don't have to be on the field very long. So, let's see. Beat our rival, 5.1 yards average per carry and 250 yards gained. That's fair enough. Break 3 tackles, 60 yards, 10 rushes for 100 yards, and he's only about 14 yards short of his level 3 season goal. Trubisky needs to complete 75% of his passes, which I can see happening depending on how the Lions defense performs, obviously. Win and get 2 catches, fair enough for our backup tight end, who is our starter right now until Kelce comes back. No drops by Cameron Meredith. That's going to be interesting to see. 50 receiving yards for Fitzgerald. I think I can make that happen. So they have very low goals for some reason for this week, but hey, happens, right?
The Lions come into today's matchup wanting to find a way to walk out of the stadium with win number 5.
As you can see, we are at the top of our division, and we have already more or less clinched the division at this point. Actually, we have clinched the division at this point, because the best Packers can finish is 9-7, so... But we are currently trying to clinch the number 1 seed. Seattle is behind us by a game, so that does help our chances. And the Lions are driving right down the field. And they allow a 4th down conversion there, and we have to now start 7 down.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line.
Okay, so obviously, guys, we can't force anything. We can't rush decisions or anything. Like I said, we already have Division 1, so this game is about just pumping up some of our stats and helping Trubisky keep in the lead for
rushing totals for Matthews last week. By the end of that one,
Ryan Matthews so far being a very good replacement to Duke Johnson. He's done the job I expected him to do. 1 second, guys. I'm actually going to go grab something else to sit on, because right now the dog is sitting on the bed too, so it's rather hard to actually get much of anything done. Okay, guys, here we go. So we're going to try to get Mitch Trubisky to solidify himself as Rookie of the Year. In order to do that, we obviously need to pass the ball.
On second down, Trubisky. Caught. It's Cruz, left side.
Oh, Cruz. Cruz is going. Cruz is going. Cruz is really old, so I expect him to retire probably after this season. As far as the game is concerned, I'm not sure how long they're going to keep him. Actually, in real life, Victor Cruz, I don't think has a job anymore.
When you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground,
let's see if Mr. Ryan Matthews can get us a couple more yards here. And oh, he does. He does indeed. He gets us 11 there. Very good start to the game for him. And he actually just completed his season goal with that run. His levels 4, whatever it was. We're going to go ahead and run with him again here. I'm not going to risk some any stupid mistakes here by our offense. So there's a 4-yard pickup. Ryan Matthews doing decent for us. Like I said, he is relieving the injured Jeremy Langford, who is somehow leading the league for the MVP race at the moment, which is really surprising, since running backs never really earn that honor. Shalene there already got 2 catches. That's his season goal, or that was his weekly goal right
and he's
now.
trying to prove the adage, it's not just how you start, it's how you
Ryan
finish.
Matthews isn't going to reach his season goal, his next season goal, because he's only halfway there, and we only have 2 games left. Unless Trubisky gets injured again, keeps taking hits like that, is probably. I'm going to say that was probably on me. I might have dropped back a little bit too far. Let's let Matthews run the ball here, and then let's use the next down and pass it down. And he only picks up a yard there, so yes, it is definitely going to be a passing down.
That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level.
Let's try to get Fitzgerald here.
Scouted free agents well,
Fitzgerald's
and
not
stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Dancing to his left.
There you
Able to pick up a
12-yard pickup by Trubisky
on
the ground.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And there's the field goal. We are now only down by 4. Let's hope our defense can stop the Lions here. Okay, and we get the ball back. So our defense steps up there, gets us our, ball back here. Shane or whatever, Shane. I think that's his name.
Because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do
he held on. He almost held on
Let's just
to
go ahead
that.
and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point kick.
Well, I mean, that was good coverage, and that was a good hit on him, too, so I can't blame him for that drop.
I don't know if that helped from the contract time. You could have.
Okay, come on, Matthews.
I don't know about that.
Only 3 yards there.
And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Here.
And the defense searches for one more stop
We're
here
gonna have
after the run on
Matthews staying
second
back
down.
here to help block.
On third down, Trubisky. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end.
There you go.
And he's able to get it
Who's
to
injured?
the 33. Good enough for a first down.
It's not Trubisky, so it doesn't matter. Matthews is going to go ahead and run the ball here again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And
Doing
get
good
this
so
one
far.
up to
Picks up
about the
another
39
6.
here.
And our right guard is injured again.
Second down following the run.
Our right side's going to be like pretty shitty come the end of the season.
From the
Hopefully that's not a long-term
get
injury. I didn't actually
Fights
see
through
what
one
type
man.
of injury
Still
it
on
was.
his
Trubisky
feet.
shaking
Boom,
everyone.
And
Let's go
avoids
ahead
the
and slide here.
contact
Just
by
pick up the
sliding.
first.
5 yards.
By the way,
is
I
the
figured
pickup
out how
there
to
as
slide.
that
It's hold it
extends
L2
this
and
drive.
R2 and square. I wish they would just go back to how it was before where you just push square, but, you know, whatever. Okay, let's see here. Go ahead and run the ball here.
Give it here to his running back. Pushing
Once again, we only have they only have a 4-point lead on us right
Not much
now.
happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a
And
hole for
our
a
center
split
got
second.
injured.
Yeah, but it
For
dried up pretty
fuck's
quickly,
sake,
didn't it?
dude.
Closed fast.
Now it's second
Probably
and
gonna
7.
lose this game, guys. We already lost half our fucking line in one game.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Being chased out left.
Just slide.
And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Don't know if we saw too much of that on the college tape. Trubisky using his
Let's go
legs to
ahead
pick up
and
the first.
Try to
Partner,
get
he
one
was
more
going
run
through his
play off
progressions.
before the
Not
end of the
there,
first.
not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
11 yards by
He'll be taken
Matthews.
down
8
as
carries,
that will
42
take
yards.
us
No
to the end
touchdowns
of the
yet,
first quarter
obviously.
of play. And they're on the move here. They've got it first and 10.
Trubisky's being quite successful here. I mean, no matter how good of a Madden player you are, if you have a rookie as your starter, you're not expected to do extremely well, regardless of
Over the
who it
middle,
is.
caught by Meredith.
There's
And he'll
5
be
yards
brought
there
down at the
for Meredith.
27-yard line. 5 yards on the catch.
So
there,
as of
brings
now,
up
guys,
second
we
down.
are in Justin Tucker field goal range, and it won't be the end of the world if we have to settle for that. I definitely
On
don't
second
want to settle
down,
for
here's
that.
Trubisky. He's going to
Ah,
leave
man,
this for his running back. It's complete. And he
I
went
expect, like, when you
backwards.
throw to a
He'll
running
be
back,
down at the
you'll be able
30.
to be a bit more elusive than
They'll
a wide
wind up
receiver.
losing
So far,
3
that's
yards
not the
here.
case.
And just like that, it's third down.
I'm not going to try anything too long down the field here. Just
From
gonna
the
try to
shotgun is Trubisky.
And
he fires one, but incomplete.
He went.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing
That
out
was
punishment,
defensive
but here,
receiver, but
he's
for
the
some
one that's
reason they don't
absorbed
call
the
defensive
contact, and as a
receivers in
result,
this game, so
unable to hold on to the football.
that might be bad, actually. Nope. That's
And
good.
this one is right down Broadway.
So
And they'll
Tucker
get it back
gets us
within a
3
point
more
at
there,
7-6.
and we are now only down by 1 point. And our defense pulls out yet another stop here, so
the football will be at the 25.
as long as we get into Justin Tucker field goal range, we have a chance at least
The Bears
taking the
offense
lead.
now heading back out onto the field. And after the
I'm
field
not
goal
going to try
last
to aim for
time, see
touchdowns
what they can
against
get
this
here. At
defense. They
least they
step
got
up in the
points
red
out of the
zone,
last
so it's
drive,
almost going
Charles.
to be impossible.
I never
to
met
actually
an
get
offensive
into
coach that didn't
the
want to
end zone
drive to
here.
end with a kick. Most of
Even
them
if I
want to end
ran
with a
3
PAT,
times the
right?
last time I
In
was
this
in the red
case, a
zone, it
field
wasn't
goal,
going to
they'll
matter.
take
They
it
were going to stop
way
me
better than the
anyways.
alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that.
Oh,
They weren't happy with
that was
field goal.
bad read.
I
That
haven't
was
met a fan
on.
base yet that wants
10
to drive
carries,
down with a
55
kick,
yards for
other
Ryan
than
Matthews.
the
He's
extra
already
point.
halfway to
That's
his
it.
full
2
yardage
yards on
for
the
the game,
pickup
so
there. It'll be
that's-
second and 8.
that's good.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it.
So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Steps away to his left. Throw left side taken in by Meredith. And he takes this one down all the way near
Basically
the
6 of
30.
8 for 92 yards. That would
goes
have been
for a gain
95
of
if it wasn't for that
31.
negative play. But, you know.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and
So
is
they're already,
accurate throwing
we already
on
have
the
a
run
chance
and
at
picking up the
least
first down.
getting a 2-point lead here.
On first and 10, it's
Terrible
Trubisky.
happens.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Especially with how this team's
good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
And it works. It works. It works.
Because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That's going to be a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
Unless they run
frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
7-yard. Ooh, that guy just somersaulted back
as
there.
He takes this one down to the 15.
Look back a couple
7
seconds.
yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out on a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
I had to go for that one. I had to.
For a Chicago touchdown.
There was no way he was going to drop a wide open pass like that.
His second touchdown on the season. And the Bears are in.
And we're now up by 6.
So we are in the second quarter now as the offense gets set to take over. They've got it first and 10. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And for them a touchdown their last go-around, obviously they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
good catch there.
you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Or the evolution of the game and how these guys and plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive. It just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does.
And we're talking
about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it.
I would have passed him, but the guy
1, 2, 3, this is where the ball goes anymore.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down.
I ran too close to the side and didn't chuck it away in time. That was on me.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Still wasn't getting open. He didn't try to run upfield or anything like that either. He got injured there.
Now a stoppage.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
We got Trubisky shaken up on the play.
We need to upgrade
Trubisky's on his status when we get back.
He gets
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now Brissett, the backup, his first throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Dislocated shoulder.
17, and they are
really
on
fucking
the march now. It's a
tastic.
first down.
Another time where we have to rely on our
they can
fucking
move the
backup.
football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in and picks up the first down.
This
And
guy's
he'll be
sucking
stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Because our starting
no
quarterback's
score on that
gone,
play,
so
but
I'm
this
gonna
guy's
have to
been
rely
a
on the
touchdown
run game.
machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Jacoby Brissett isn't that bad. I'll say that. He's not that bad.
And
now Ryan Matthews.
Losing yardage
Fuck.
to the 5.
Half our line's gone. 2 of our running backs gone. Starting quarterback gone. Starting tight end gone.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Brissett, they'll roll him out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Jacoby Brissett, his first touchdown.
Up by 13 now, and we get the ball back.
With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second
I'm
quarter,
happy with
the
how
offense
our
gets ready to
defense
take
is
over.
playing.
And now
I'm
the
not happy
Bears
about
coming
how
out as
much
they get
injuries
ready.
we're getting.
Here's Johnson, and they're hoping to redo
Wasn't
their
for all
offense
those
in the last
injuries,
drive when they got into the
we
end
may have
zone.
a chance
And just think of
still
what it's
win
like
this
now on the
fingers
sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at
shoulder
the
tear
tablet
by
and see what you
Ryan
did on the
Matthews.
last drive.
Fucking
When you
tastic.
scored points, it's a whole lot better view
Isn't this game
than when you're trying
awesome,
to figure out
guys?
how
The
to
amount of
fix things
injuries
there.
you get in this game is
Second
fucking
down,
insane.
Brissett. Out left to Shaheen. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying,
1
not
minute,
as an
40
announcer.
seconds
Just like,
left in
really?
the half.
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
6 yards there off the
5-yard
scramble,
pickup
but
there
it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first
Sorry,
down, but this is still a nice
telling
job
you
of
at the
buying
top.
some time and then running to get to the
Whatever.
sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Fitzgerald. Okay, I'm going to need somebody to make a play here,
Brissett
guys.
sets to
Somebody
throw it.
make a play.
Forced
Somebody
out
make
to
a
his
play.
left.
You make a
Now
play.
he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side.
You almost made a
And
play.
that one
That was
incomplete.
probably on me.
Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught
Pat
99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the
I don't know why they
incompletion.
make aiming so fucking difficult in this game.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Down inside the 10. Inside the 5. That time. And we get the ball back. Don't allow any points before
This
half.
offense
Good
ready
job
to
by our
get back out
defense.
there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up
Okay,
there
this is
and
gonna
the
be a
game's
tough
going to
game,
go on,
guys.
I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their
Not just
drive and
because of
will
what
to
I've
come
seen
back
so
and win
far, but
can be
just because of the
taken
amount of
with another score
players
right
we
here.
have.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
We'll look
That
at
was
the
a nicely
injury
run
report
slant
after
route,
this
and what the
drive to
receiver's
see
trying to do is
if
make the
we're gonna
defender
be
think he's
missing
going
any
upfield
of our players
for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the
Hopefully
middle
not.
of the field.
We've
And
already
now what he's
lost
trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away
Well,
from the football
one time from
and get the
multiple weeks,
quarterback a
we've
really
lost a
nice
few
target.
times for like
15
half the
more
game,
there, and they're on a
two-thirds of the
roll.
game.
It's another first down.
As far as tight ends go,
Trubisky
this
is very
guy's not a speed
injury-prone
burner.
for
He's
some
much more of an
reason.
inline
It's really
blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When
7-yard
he's called
pickup
upon,
there.
usually gets it
6-yard
done.
pickup
It's a
40
6-yard
for the
gain on the
second
ground, and that'll
quarter.
make it second and
Whatever,
4.
guys. Whatever.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
We're set now on second down. And it's a short one here. Complete to
Brissett,
the
once
tight
again,
end.
he's just stepping
And
in
he
right
works
now.
it to the
5 for 7,
30-yard line here,
59
right at the
yards.
30.
Doing good, though. I am
It'll go
enjoying
as a
how
gain
well
of
he's
6
been doing
that
in
time,
this
and it
game so
moves the
far.
chains as well.
Trubisky did
catch of
score
the
a
game for him
touchdown, so
there.
that
Yeah, and the tight end position
though he's getting
is now
injured,
becoming
that
a
doesn't protect him
volume
from
pass
getting
catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the
16-yard
passing game,
pickup
and they
by
create such great mismatches that they
Brissett
often
here.
become the leading receiver.
A nice
He's doing
job
good on
there
the ground. I'll
escape
say
and
that. He's doing
scramble. A first down, a
exceptionally well on the ground
16-yard
right
gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Duke Johnson, his 11th touchdown.
20 28-7 now. We did go for 2 and make it, and Detroit turned the ball over.
Excellent field position after the fumble recovery.
That's actually
the Bears
pretty
offense
interesting.
now getting ready to take over. Brissett now. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a
Duke
coach
Johnson,
said that,
once
right?
again,
Not
doing
an
pretty
actual
fucking
player.
well right now.
No chance at all. Way
Let's
easier
see if
said
our
than
team
done.
can actually get a good
And after that
screen
type of a
pass
run,
or
there's some
type of
talking
screen
going on
pass
down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one
That
soon.
picks up 3 and
They only
gets
get
us
2
the
there,
first.
but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. A first down throw for Brissett. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
You know how we
Four-yard
get
pickup
focused
by
at end
Johnson.
of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know,
We have
what
to
you
use
need
a
to
lot
do.
of running backs
Sometimes you don't even have to
and
worry
now we've
about
had to
that.
use
That's
more
just smart football.
quarterbacks to fill
You know,
in
that
for
kind of a lead, staying in
Trubisky
bounds,
when he's
it
been
burns
injured.
clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
We only got
And he'll be
God
out of
damn it.
bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On any given
Let's
pass
actually
play,
try
you never know
for
exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this
Let's
play,
try for
was
a
flushed
QB
to his
sneak
left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get
There you
into
guys
the
go.
end zone. Touchdown,
QB sneak
Chicago.
gets us another touchdown there.
So this
crap,
offense will head back out there. They're in excellent field position after the fumble recovery. Here's the Chicago offense coming
recovery
back
now.
out onto the field.
Oh, this is getting
Flushed
a
out
bit more
right. And
interesting
last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
8 for 13,
Yeah, I have to agree with you
87
because this was
touchdown
just
for
about decided. But you know the
Mr.
benefits from all those empty seats? You and me trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Oh, fullback down.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
I mean, they got
Only
a yard,
on
so
the
I
pickup
guess
there,
that's
and it'll bring up a
better than
3rd
nothing.
down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence
actually
there.
get
You
the hell
first
out
see
of that
incompletion, then a very
formation
short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub
Cut
packages,
by
don't they?
Shereen here.
To throw is Brissett.
He's on,
Hard
Brissett's not
throw,
accurate
incomplete.
enough. So,
Well, slinging
field
it,
goal, 3rd one of
And then
the
there's
day
one you got to
for
put a timer on, huh? I mean, that
least
one
third.
came in hot.
attempt.
Came in hot, but overthrown out of his
Tucker,
reach.
and it is not blocked.
And
Thank
this
fuck
one looks good.
You know
It
the game
is
was going to
good.
try
Right
and screw
down
me
the
there.
pipe, and they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger.
38-7 now. And we just keep getting the ball back. I don't
So
know
the
how.
football will
'Cause I
be
didn't
at the
make much improvements to
25-yard
that
line
defense,
as this
but
offense gets set to
I'm not
take
gonna
over.
complain about
The
it.
Bears offense now
I mean, I did
gets set
upgrade
to
some
head
players
back
at the
onto
end
the
of last
field.
episode.
They had the
Those of you
double-digit
who
lead at
missed it,
halftime, and they have continued to roll. And got his man complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before
There you go,
getting
Adam
across midfield and
Shaheen.
across the 45-yard line. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't
Try
think
to
for a
give,
second that the coaching staff
Justin
didn't have
Tucker
their heart
a
rate
chance
accelerate a
having
little
to
bit
go
there,
for a
right?
field goal.
Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket,
Drops it
you're just
there.
hoping that they make good decisions because so many
7
things can happen that can go
incompletions now
wrong
for
when you throw it
Brissett.
downfield like that.
I think
You got away with it there
Trubisky
and in
had
a big
about
way.
that many.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to
Both
hold
our
on to
quarterbacks not
because
playing
it was
bad.
contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that
Jet
one
slid
in.
there.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And he's got Hireman.
Shaheen again. Shaheen
And he's
again.
going to have a
Yes.
first down here as he gets
He's
this one to
injured
the
now.
17-yard line.
It's going to be a fucking
And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Let's go.
From the red zone now, Brissett. And a quick throw here that's complete. And
5
he'll go
yards
down
there
here
for
at the
shaking
12-yard
that,
line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it
that
on
was
him when your
bad.
other targets aren't open.
Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. Third down here.
Quarterbacking 101.
Yep,
Never
that was a
force
lot of
the
the
ball
linemen
into
who's
double
injured on that
coverage,
play, like,
especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And some strong running. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that one.
Okay, they scored another touchdown here.
So
Very
they surrendered
nice.
3 points, and now after the kickoff,
Starting to
this
give us a bit
offense gets
more of a
ready to
challenge
take
here.
over
Not
the
really.
football. Onto the field now come the Bears. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a
that was
double team, and it's intercepted.
That was bad.
It's the 2014 NFL interception.
I knew it was going to
leader,
happen
Quinn.
eventually, though.
Now they get a fourth quarter.
Should keep the field goal with how much they're down the field goal to even help them at this point.
Following the field goal, what can this offense do?
No, I'm gonna go
We're
for
about to
another
find
deep
out.
shot.
The Bears
Why not?
offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Yeah, they went for a big play through the air on second down, couldn't connect. Now it's the
I'll be honest with you guys, I already know
quarter,
this
you
game's a
got the
win,
big
so I'm
lead.
not
If you're
really
coaching Charlie,
trying
you
for
still
much
taking
more
shots like
points
that
at the moment.
downfield?
I'd be a
How
little
is
more
my
concerned with
halfback
running some
negative
clock
7
and making sure
speed
you're taking care
on
of the
the
lead,
guy who's
because
covering?
you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The loop is
Ah,
going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
And for fuck's sake. Fuck.
Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field.
Oh, look,
While
another
the training
fucking
staff works on
injury
him,
to our
we'll
team.
step aside and be right back. Here's
Yay.
Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. On the return, it's Tate. A quick feed from Tate.
Take his bitch ass
Well, he
down.
wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Lions will have excellent field position.
I think we actually got another.
So
turnover
they
there.
surrendered 3 points, and now after the kickoff, this offense gets ready to take over the football. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that.
I like how they're
on
saying
that play.
franchise
A
guy,
perfect
yet
slide
Kevin
to
Hogan's our
avoid the
third
big
string.
hit and pick up a first down.
Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hogan buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there
That's going
with
to be
a
a flag.
slide.
That's going to be holding. I know it. God damn it.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
To throw on second down, Hogan, and that's complete to the tight end Hireman. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really
Let's
well
see if
and
Mr.
give them a chance
Johnson.
to
So
let
we're
it
on our
develop a
third
little
string
bit,
halfback
you can get
and
some
third
significant
string
yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
and several
They'll try
backups
and
on the
run for
offense.
it. Here's Johnson, and the reinforcements
And
come
we
in as
lose
they're
a
going to
yard.
stop him behind the line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to
Another
watch,
field goal
even
by
in an
Tucker
offensive
here
game.
puts us up
And
by
his
30.
kick is absolutely perfect. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand.
Another turnover
So this
here.
offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. They built up that lead at
3-yard
intermission.
pickup, I believe.
And they're just
there.
continuing
Yep,
to pour it
3-yard
on
pickup.
right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now,
5-yard
defense has
pickup
no
there.
answer
Johnson.
and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On third down, Johnson. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A gain of 6 there on first. 4 yards remaining now on second down. Hogan now. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what
I had
will
a
be an
chance there.
interesting
Another
4th
first
and
down.
1.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. There have been no... He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Haloti Ngata able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now Hogan. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Brandon, my man.
49 9
After a
seconds
good
left.
punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what that is going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Ezekiel Ansah in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Looking to throw. Hogan. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. That one looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. On first down, Hogan flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Are you fucking shitting my balls right now?
Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defense.
Okay, let's simulate next week and figure out exactly how long we have our quarterback out for at the very least. Let's advance to next week and see if we get at least Trubisky back. That's the main injury right now that we can't afford to have again. Big injury decision. Trubisky's back in, so what's your injury decision? High chance of re-tear, so start the backup in that case. Guessing the other one's going to be Ryan Matthews. Nope, Travis Kelce. High chance of re-injury, can't allow that to happen. Contracts that need to be negotiated. Center, we're going to have to keep him. We're going to have to keep as many linemen as possible at this point. And our third or fourth string tight end is going to be one of the last people to be negotiated. So let's go ahead and get the scouting points out of the way. Let's actually draft some late round talent since that's normally... See, he's a very good person. I'm going to actually put him on the watch list. Let's see. Come on, guys. To the 7th round guys already. I'm on... He's decent, I suppose. Let's see. Wide receivers we're going to need more of, but he's not that good. Left guard. He's not that bad, I suppose. Let's actually look at actual, okay. 7th round here, he's not that bad. 6th round, he's decent. Let's look at left guard. How about you? He's starting off looking pretty good. So let's look at the injury report for both teams now. Jeremy Langford out 1 more week, Travis Kelce out 1 week, Ryan Matthews out 2 weeks, and our center out 2 weeks. And Browns only have a defensive tackle out. Fan-fucking-tastic. So this is what our offense is looking like right now. Let's actually see if there's a better than a 77 overall center in free agency or in the trade block, because we're going to need someone better than that to protect our quarterback. Jeremy Zutaw, he should be rather easy to get. I know this isn't going to be anywhere near enough. Actually, a lot closer than I expected. Corner. Whatever, Diggs. Nope. Marcus Cooper. Nope. So let's go with, wait, let's look at our linebacker situation. How about this guy? Not even close. This James guy, James Johnson? Nope. Okay. Left outside. This guy. Highly doubt it. Yep, obviously. Left guard, which I think we actually have. Yeah, we have Orlando Franklin at left guard. Doesn't get us anywhere. So we're going to try for Hogan, who surprisingly gets into the orange. Let's go with a 5th round. Should be enough. Nope. How about next year's 4th as well? Well, you guys need a quarterback. Jacoby Brissett possibly could work. And I'll even trade away our other one if this goes through properly. Fourth round next year, possibly. Need someone who needs a quarterback. Khalil, maybe? Ooh, that's actually rather close. How about 5th round? There you go. So now let's go ahead and manually trade our center, this guy. Bills need a center. Okay. I'll try for LaShawn McCoy, but ooh. Okay. I can make this go through. There you go. I got LaShawn McCoy, which means Duke Johnson. Trade you over to them for a 3rd round pick, possibly. Yep, 3rd round pick was accepted. There you go. Ooh, we need a right tackle now, huh? I already know no one's going to be interested in this guy, but might as well check. That one went through right away, so we got a better right tackle. Blair Powell. CB. Ooh, Marcus Cooper they're actually interested in. I'll give you Marcus Cooper for Blair Powell and Bryce Petty. There you go. So now we just need to get a CB out of free agency. Left end, no one good. Right end, Ballard. There you go. Now we go to free agency, sign a new left end, and then we'll be good. There you go. So in case you guys weren't paying attention while watching this, I traded for a far better right tackle to replace the other right tackle we had, who's here. Didn't trade any for any new wide receivers, but I did get LaShawn McCoy and Blair Powell to help bulk up our halfback core. Got Bryce Petty as our backup, which is slightly worse than Jacoby Brissett, but I think we got like someone pretty decent for him. We didn't do anything on the defense. Defense has stayed the same throughout the entirety of this rebuild, pretty much. But we have the Browns now, so let's see what we can do here. Skip training, as usual, offense only. And then I might go ahead and do next week, too. I'm not entirely sure, though. You guys can read the weekly goals if you wish. Let's see if we can keep ourselves from getting injuries in this game. So Browns
it's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead.
Quite well there.
Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Bills 7, New England 0. Let's see if that keeps up. Go, LaShawn McCoy.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. That good for 19 and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield and get to what we call the second and the third levels.
You know,
get to
he recovered
the
in time for
secondary
us to
spot,
get
getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Making the most of his couple games here.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 10 catches, 124 yards.
And he's trying to prove the adage, it's not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong. Takes great care of his body. expect him to go ahead and put a capper on this season.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Not mean to jump in on your partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
The numbers last week for Shady McCoy. 21 carries, 80 yards.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on them.
So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
By 4.
The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And last time able to get 3. Dashing through the snow. Past the 20. Touchdown.
McCoy gets us our touchdown there.
LaShawn McCoy. Touchdown number 15 of the year.
Get the ball back, guys.
Let's pick it up second quarter here as the offense gets ready for the drive. We remind you, no night game tonight on Christmas Eve, but we make that up with 2 games under your tree tomorrow. Oh, that's nice. I'm just reading the card. I got to give props to our writer, Ed Brady, there. But we start with the Steelers and Texans at 4:30 Eastern, followed by the Raiders and Eagles, a Super Bowl 15 rematch. You impressed that I know that?
I'm very much impressed that you know that. Who was the MVP?
Yep, that'll be at 8:30 Eastern from Philadelphia.
Oh, I'll accept that.
He got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Yards.
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
There you go, McCoy.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. And it will help set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The number 1
yeah, count that as a sack. Lost maybe
and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Count it as a sack.
He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Throwing here, Trubisky. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps
most
the
of Trubisky's yardage actually going to him so far.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his quick catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And he's going to fight his way forward.
Oh, come on, I didn't even fall down until like literally
give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Picked up a first down.
A gain of 3, second down.
Go ahead and do
praise
another
has to go to
play.
the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Touchdown by Shaheen.
Adam Shaheen, his third touchdown.
By 10 now.
In the second quarter now, as the offense gets set to take over, they've got it 1st and 10. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment. Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And he takes this down deep into Cleveland territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 56 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Now we just get the ball back anyways.
We pick it up second quarter here as the offense gets ready for the drive. Onto the field now come the Bears. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. 10th carry now for McCoy. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
He pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The #1 overall pick, Myles Garrett. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Larry Rick escaping this time as he'll
Stop letting Myles Garrett through.
The number 1 overall pick, Myles Garrett, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
God
damn.
damn.
That was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Larry Fitzgerald with touchdown numbers. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Out of the gun, Trubisky. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And that play was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away.
Got his man, and it's caught for Chicago touchdown. Cameron Meredith, his 3rd touchdown. First and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the 3rd quarter. Now Trubisky on 1st down, being chased out left. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play. Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? He's forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The killer here, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll run it with McCoy. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there. And we see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows his offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second.
And that is caught. Touchdown.
Fitzgerald there, I think, for a 2nd touchdown catch.
Larry Fitzgerald with his 2nd touchdown.
Browns pick up a touchdown there. They're trying to close it. They actually only have like 100
to take over.
less
The
yards.
Bears offense now heading back out onto the field, and not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going.
Ah, God damn it. They let Myles Garrett. No. Okay, Acho, that's fine.
Acho coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Are you shitting
so
my
took a
balls?
shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32.
Sit your bitch ass down!
Change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
No, somebody's watching. Okay,
Defense did the
14 to
job.
39.
They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Now the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Room to run inside the 40. And he slides to avoid the hit. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win.
And he is in.
8-yard touchdown by LaShawn McCoy, a.k.a. Shady
LaShawn McCoy. His
70th touchdown in his career. The Browns.
Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. But you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coach.
He's got a man complete.
Good
An
catch
excellent
there.
pickup of 34 yards.
Gets us the first down there.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line.
37-yard pickup.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down.
3-yard pickup.
Have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now it's Trubisky. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Let's see if Stevenson, for some reason, gets the first down here.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this point.
He's going to go down, sacked right around the 17. The number 1 overall pick, Myles Garrett, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities, you get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away.
3 minutes, 12 seconds.
Now following the field goal, what can this offense do? We're about to find out. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And now running right through it. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got
some reason this game's math when
to me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded just inside the 20. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So they surrendered 3 points, and now after the kickoff, this offense gets ready to take over the football. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality,
I like how they say abandon the
firing
running
out and
game.
hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Another 10 yards
It's
there.
a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason.
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. And the Falcons, they wind up winning that one. Matt Ryan.
Okay, so we win that game. Let's go to next week where we get some of our players back. And I'll probably end the live stream here, and we'll do the week 17 and the awards for the season. Cody Whitehair, Matt Khalil, or Ryan Khalil. We're just gonna have Ryan Khalil continue to play. What about you? CJ Wilson, you're nothing, dude. John Jenkins, sorry, dude, I don't need you. Returning from injury. Travis Kelce and Jeremy Langford have returned to the field. Pretty good, actually. Pretty good day for us. Let's see if we can find any late round talent here, not in the quarterback round. How about you? That's actually pretty fucking good for a running back. That is too. I don't know why they're ranked so low. Fullbacks are obviously non-existent skill-wise. 6th round pick. You look actually halfway decent. You're undrafted, so let's not worry about you. 6th round. Not super bad. You're actually better than that one. So let's go ahead and go with you. Only a C. Okay, that's not that bad, actually. Obviously, we have Jeremy Langford returning from injury, and he'll be back up to us now because of Shady McCoy. And returning from injury as well is Travis Kelce, which is really good, if you ask me. So our offense is starting to get healthy. Out for 0 more weeks, yet he's still there. That's weird. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the injury report now, see what's up with everything. Our center will be back, and somehow LaShawn McCoy got a dislocated ankle and is out for 5 weeks, yet he wasn't injured at all before now. Sure, game. Sure. Who's our last game? Vikings. They have without their right guards, cornerback, and without Stephon Diggs. Okay. So let's go ahead and look at the playoff picture and the standings right now. And let's start at the AFC. Chargers have clinched their playoff spot. Patriots have clinched their playoff spot. Chiefs has clinched, and Steelers have clinched. So there's only 2 positions left, and it looks like it's either going to be Titans, Dolphins, Texans, Raiders, or Jaguars who will be taking those spots. NFC, I have clinched first round in the playoffs. First round bye, home field advantage throughout. Seahawks have clinched the 2nd seed, first round bye, and home field advantage for the first game of the playoffs. Eagles and Cowboys have clinched their playoff spots, so the last 2 will be either the Falcons, Panthers, Saints, Rams, or Giants. So this could be a very surprising year for them. AFC North, Steelers win their division, and the Browns are 4-11. So there's that. AFC South is currently led by the Titans, but they have pretty much these two to contend with right now. AFC East, the Patriots have had that one pretty much unlocked. The AFC West is between the Chiefs and the Chargers right now. And that's it for that division. NFC North, we have pretty much dominated the entire division. NFC South is between the Saints, Panthers, and Falcons. Not sure who holds what tiebreakers. NFC East is obviously these two. Decent, I suppose. NFC West was dominated by the Seahawks. Let's look at the last 2 weeks and let's see who won the weekly awards. Weekly awards were won by Not Us and Not Us. Okay. Let's look at the front runners heading into the final week. Jeremy Langford's still in the lead for MVP. Trubisky has moved up to number 5. Coach of the Year obviously is going to go to us. NFC, Jeremy Langford, Offensive Player. Defensive Player, Jarrell Freeman and McPhee. Offensive Rookie is Mitchell Trubisky. Defensive Rookie, we have no one. Best Quarterback, Eli, followed by Mitch Trubisky. Running Back is Jeremy Langford. Wide Receiver, Fitzgerald staying steady at 6. And pretty much our entire offensive line, including a backups on the top offensive line. D-line, we have no one. Linebacker, Jarrell Freeman McPhee. DB, we have Kyle Fuller at number 5. And best kicker is Justin Tucker. Let's look at season stats going into the final week of the season for our team. So Kevin Hogan did 6 of 9 and interception, 70 yards. Not bad. Bryce Petty had 57, 4 for 5. No interceptions, but that's while he was with the Jets, obviously. Rushing-wise, we have Jeremy Langford with 1946. We have LaShawn McCoy with 1513, even though only about 200 of that was on our team. But hey, 10 touchdowns for him, 5 for Blair Powell. Mitchell Trubisky even got in on the action here, and even Kevin Hogan got in for a touchdown. Receiving-wise, Travis Kelce, who was out for a good chunk of the year, 1,007 yards, 9 touchdowns. Larry Fitz, 1,057 yards, 8 touchdowns. Shaheen, 3 touchdowns, 500 yards. 661 for Cruz for 8 touchdowns. 661 for Cam Meredith for only 3 touchdowns. 395, 6 touchdowns for LaShawn McCoy. Jeremy Langford, 181 for a touchdown. So pretty decent there. Blocking, our right tackle needs some work. Jarrell Freeman, okay, let's see. Leading our team in sacks is Pernell McPhee, followed by Hicks and Jay Howard. Tackles for a loss, 9 by Akeem Hicks. Tackles in general, Jarrell Freeman. Okay, how about interceptions? Jarrell Freeman with 8. Damn. 3, 3, 3. That's pretty good, I guess. Any defensive touchdowns, though? No defensive touchdowns. Kicking for Mr. Justin Tucker. In extra points, he was 68 at 69, and he was 67 to 73 in field goals. Punting, we had 30, and 19 were inside the 20, which is pretty good. Kick returns, we barely did shit in kick returns, as most people don't. And punt returns, haven't done anything there either. Let's look at NFL right now, and let's see who leads what in all these things. So passing is led by Aaron Rodgers with 4,741 yards, followed by Drew Brees and Tom Brady. Leading the league is 43 for Brady, 41 for Manning, 34 for Trubisky after missing like 6 weeks. So he could have been the top touchdown guy this year. 21 by Mike Glennon, 18 by Wardle, 17 for Deshaun Watson, 16 for Newton, 16 for Brees, 16 for Mariota. Interception city for a lot of people. Jeremy Langford leads the league in yards. I think he leads the league in... Yep, he leads the league in touchdowns, only 1 in front of Bell. Receiving rise, Randall Cobb. Oh, no. So we have no one in the top spots there. Who allowed the most sacks? Eric Flowers, and there was a ton of people who didn't allow sacks, obviously. Who's leading the league in sacks? By God. Tons of people right now. McPhee, Watt, Doomerville, Daniels, Houston, and Bennett. Kicking obviously goes to Justin Tucker. We've had 3 blocked field goals, which obviously would probably be the most, yeah. And only Nick Novak has a higher percentage than us. Punting, let's see, how many, number of punts. 30 by McPhee is the least in the league. But who has the most inside the 20? Oh look, it's Pat O'Donnell. And kick and punt returns don't really matter in this game because they seem to not matter at all, really. We are at number 34 on the coaches thing, though, which is pretty fucking decent. So most likely, you know what, guys? I won't play the last week, and I'll just simulate it. How about that? And then we can look at the awards. I wanted to play the last week, but I kind of decided just to go ahead and simulate it because we've already won the division. There's literally nothing to play for aside from stats. One player has regressed. Awareness went down. Under 50% completion rating. That's fair enough, I suppose. That probably means we lost. Nope, we actually ended up winning. That's pretty good. Returning from injury, we have Cody Whitehair returning. So we are obviously in the playoffs. Look at this stacked offensive line. LaShawn McCoy, for some reason, still showing that he's injured. But let's go ahead and look at the yearly awards and see who won. First off, weekly awards. We obviously didn't win that because we didn't really play. Offense number 1, defense number 10. So pretty damn good if you ask me. Jeremy Langford wins MVP. We win Coach of the Year. Let's actually look at the AFC. Offensive Player of the Year went to Le'Veon Bell. Defensive Player went to Denzel Perriman. Offensive Rookie, Deshaun Watson. Defensive Rookie, Tyrus, whatever. Best Quarterback, Tom Brady. Best Running Back, Le'Veon Bell. Best Receiver, Antonio Brown. Best Offensive Line, Steelers guy. Best Defensive Lineman, J.J. Watt. Best Linebacker, Justin Houston. Best DB, Vontae David. And Ryan Suckup is the best kicker. NFC, Jeremy Langford, offensive player. Defensive player, Jarrell Freeman. Offensive rookie, Mitch Trubisky. Defensive rookie, Mike something. Quarterback, Eli. Running back, Langford. Wide receiver, Golden Tate. The offensive line, our guys. Defensive line, Barrett. Linebacker, Jarrell Freeman. Defensive back, Slay. And kicker, Justin Tucker. So let's go ahead and upgrade our players. Then simulate to next week after doing that. And then let's see how everything goes, guys. So Jeremy Langford, 27,000 XP. How are your... Oh, you're actually pretty good on development. You don't really need that. Let's up awareness by 5, I suppose. Go ahead and get him that. And let's go ahead and do route running, because I'll need him as a receiving back. There you go. Mitchell Trubisky, I believe, should have a quick development now after running offensive rookie. Strength, couple to awareness, a couple to man coverage, 1 to zone coverage, 1 to press. Let's go these 2. 83 overall for him now. Mitch Trubisky only 79 overall, but we are about to change that. Normal dev. Okay, so we're not going to be able to upgrade that. Let's up awareness to 75. No, let's up awareness to 80. Short accuracy, up it by 1. Medium accuracy, up it by 1. Throw on the run, up it by 1. Play action, up it by 5. Injury is max, yet he's still getting injured. That's weird. And let's just up his stiff arm a little bit. 83 overall for Trubisky now. And then let's go ahead and just auto-upgrade everybody else. So now let's look at the squad going into the playoffs. We'll simulate to the next game, and then we'll pick up from there next week. Or tomorrow. 90s across the board for our offensive line. 99 overall Travis Kelce. 86 overall with the +2 confidence. 78 with +2. 85 with +2. These guys obviously up aside from Blair Powell. Defensively, just stacked. Special teams, stacked as per usual. Let's actually see if we can get anything for Blair Powell, because I don't see us needing him anymore. I mean, he is a 28-year-old guy, so hopefully someone needs a running back. I don't think anyone's going to want him, to be entirely honest. So let's go ahead and give him to the Ravens, I suppose. Third round pick? Not quite a third round pick. How about for a 6th and a 7th as well, buddy? Nope. How about you give me a your 4th and 2 5ths? How about that? Not much closer, a 4th and a 5th. Okay, how about 2 5ths and a 7th for next year? Take off the 7th for next year. No. I am not accepting any less than 2 5ths. Sorry. But I just need to give you a 7th and then you'll be fine. Yep, there you go. So Blair Powell and a 7th for 2 5ths. I will take that. And now let's go ahead and fill in that spot with a Javaris Allen. Will now be our 3rd string running back. So with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and simulate and see who we face in the divisional championship. Not conference, but divisional championship. For some reason, that's what they call it here. We'll be playing the 8-8 Los Angeles Rams. Let's see what their roster is looking like. So our injuries is all but our LaShawn McCoy and our right tackle Marshall Yonda. Let's see who the Rams are not content with. Middle linebacker and both of their halfbacks are out, so we have a chance of maybe taking this game over quite early. But that'll do it for this video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry I had to simulate the last game. I just felt like there was too little on the line, really, to worry about. Just in case here, Mitchell Trubisky, 38 yards, 15 touchdowns. So pretty good final stat line for Trubisky there in his rookie season. Hopefully we'll be able to develop him further, not only in the playoffs, but when we do year 2 for him for year 2. Let's go ahead and look at the playoff schedule just for a second, see how the Rams got here. Okay, so wild card, Dolphins lose to the Steelers, bad. Rams defeat the Eagles. Kansas City humiliates Houston. And the Cowboys come up big against Atlanta. But thank you guys for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe, share if you want to. If not, it's cool. If you just decide to watch, that's just fine with me. I'll actually love it to hear or to see the views instead of seeing the likes, because then I know people are indeed watching it and interested. We'll upgrade some players that weren't upgraded properly probably to begin the next episode, but I'll see you guys in the next one.